There we go. Sorry.
No problem at all. How you doing? I'm Emily.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Hope you had a good holiday and getting ready for even all.
Yeah, it's happening so fast.
Oh, it's just going by so fast. You could say that again for sure. So what will work is we'll kind of first talk about if you've used rope curls in the past, what's worked, what hasn't worked, how the curls turned out. I read through your questionnaire. You're just looking for like general help with making sure you're like curling right. So then we'll dive into some prep tips and wrapping your hair so that it feels comfortable and secure. You're getting the curls that
Okay.
you want, and we'll do it together. So I'll point anything out along the way to make sure it's like perfect, comfortable, and secure and all that good stuff. Sound good?
Okay. Yes.
So yeah, have you used it in the past? And if so, what did you do? What did you like? What didn't you like?
Um, so I had gotten this one thing that I forget what it was called, but I didn't like how it worked and it didn't really work for my hair.
Yeah,
Um, and it was kind of not similar. It was like where you wrap and then you wrap and then you wrap. And it didn't really curl my hair. But then, so I was a little like, I don't know if this is gonna work, but when I read the reviews on Amazon, it said, yeah, it'll work. And this girl was like, my hair's straight, it's always straight. And I didn't even spray my hair and it worked. So I thought, okay, I'm just gonna get it and try it. And then it works like without me even having to like spray my hair. It's crazy. And
it's awesome.
I feel like it works better. I mean, the only thing is like it's like me learning how to wrap it and the ways to wrap it that will get me like different results. Or it's
Got
like,
it.
okay, so like remembering like with these pieces, you need to be tighter so that you don't get this like straight here and then like curl, so it's like a lot of little like technique
Yep.
stuff that I'm seeing that okay, like this works. I like it. I just need to work out the kinks of it.
Yeah,
So yeah,
your hair does look great. I was gonna take credit. I was like, is that rope curls?
yeah,
You didn't even wet it. Wow, that's really impressive. Okay, cool. Wow. Yeah, it can totally do that. So right now looking at your hair, it's the fact that there's a long straight piece here. If you want to call out the curls that are you want to kind of fix on.
yeah. So like last night I tried, so I did, because this side, because obviously I part my hair, but this side, infamously in my life, I think because the way that my hair, it like swoops this way
Yep.
sometimes, this side of my hair will not curl as well. But last night I was like, I'm gonna try to twist them. Like,
Like
I don't
twist.
remember. Yeah, like twist it as I'm roping
Yep.
and see if that will do like a wave, or what that looks like versus this side, which was just wrapped without a twist. And this is more like classic curls.
Yeah.
It can't, you can't really tell, but you kind of can maybe because you're, but this side is more of wave. But then again, I'm like, okay, how do I get you to curl more?
Yeah, no, that makes
Like
sense. One thought here, and I'm just curious if this works, on the side that it didn't curl so much, have you tried just like finger curling it to get more of that classic curl shape? So like once you take it down and it's that wave, you just take like a small section. So you would just do this now and you just twist it away from your face and let it go and it'll pop into that curl, like classic curl shape, and you can make it, thicker or thinner. Um, but it's
like
just like
afterwards.
like right now. Yeah, it would be afterwards. So your hair comes out a little bit more wavy on that side, but if you take a small section on that side, yep, and then it can be small or large, however big you want the curl to look, and then you just twist it, finger curl it, yep, and then let it go. It doesn't have to be super tight, but then you get more of that classic. If that's the, is that the look that you're going for, is more of like that classic spiral? No, you want it to
I
be,
was just I was just being like see, 'cause, like last night, because I was trying it different ways, like, but I wanted to see the difference, like in real time, not where like I did it one way this way, and like one night, and then I did it the next night. But so like, because I kind of do, I typically like more of a wave,
Okay.
um, with my hair, unless and sometimes I can like, so if I did like and like pieced it more with this side, it it would like fall out a little bit and be more wavy. But my whole thing is like I liked what it did here, especially twisting the ends. It looks
Oh,
more like I curled my hair versus these are kind of like, so I was just kind of like experimenting and seeing like what am I doing? How do I want to rope up my hair every night? Um, so each time I've done it, I've kind of like experimented a little bit of like, obviously the first time I did it, it was these curls. So yeah, I like this look, but see on this side, it's like not as like even in the back,
yeah,
it's not
it's
as
not as curled.
yeah, and I don't know why. I mean, I guess on this side too, it's not, but I think that like I've been wondering like maybe I should get the mister and damp
That's what
from
I was
like
thinking too. It is just especially in the back in this section here, just
yeah,
lightly dampen it.
yeah,
Focusing like ear level down, making sure you get the insides. You don't have to get the spritzer first. You can test it out with a washcloth. So take like a washcloth, soak it, completely wring it out so that the
okay,
washcloth is just like basically like a wet tongue. Like you don't want it like a soaking wet washcloth. And then you just
okay,
lightly like wipe your hair. It sounds weird, but just wipe your hair ear level down. Um,
okay,
and at least that'll kind of like test out the theory behind it. It'll help to make sure that the water is not too like concentrated in any spot, essentially, if you
right,
do it this way. Um, and then if it works, I would say get this, spritzer. But you could definitely test it out first that way. And that would be my recommendation too. It's like where you see it's not curling, just do a little bit of water because the water always sets things harder and longer, especially for your hair type. If it's going to hold this well without water, your hair is naturally trying to form a curl. So less water is more, but a little bit of water will go a very long way. It lets
okay.
the molecules reset. Yeah, definitely. Cool. Yeah, you have great hair for this. This is perfect. Believe it or not. Yeah.
I was so surprised because my hair, the guy had dyed my hair previously, and it's great, it's like to here are like the last very thinly like color layers that are like dark or but my hair's so smooth and so like
And
it's like
silky.
so, yeah, it's like silky that it's like it won't do anything.
Yeah.
I remember, and then when I like was getting my hair dyed, which I hated doing that, but I loved having the volume, and it was like because my hair was more dead, essentially and dried out. But the thing was, this is just like cost, and it's just like the chemicals.
So
I
bad.
hate the chemicals. Yeah. So, I was like, I have to figure out how to do this naturally and like I have to learn to love my hair again, in a different way and it feel like good for me. So I was super it wasn't even that I was skeptical. I was like, you know what, I'll try this because I saw, a few of the like the girl tutorial, where they were like showing how, they were like, I don't know if this is gonna work basically and their hair. So I'm like, well, even if it gives me like something, but I mean,
It looks great. It looks
yeah. So
great. Yeah, that's awesome to hear. I'm glad. Yeah, and we offer these things because we know like people are skeptical, especially at the beginning. Like, is it going to work? And so we're here to help in any way that we can. If you want, we can jump into wrapping it just so I can give you tips
yeah.
along the way. But I would definitely say just try wetting any area that's like staying flat, and that'll help
Okay.
uh, for the prep side. Cool. So when it comes to wrapping, we first want to like have our hair, brushed and parted into two sections. So we both have a deep side part. What I recommend on that, so you keep your side part for like the first inch or whatever, but then cut it to the center and go center part the rest of the way down so that you end
Okay.
up with like a more balanced amount of hair on both sides.
Yeah, that'll probably help that curl.
Yeah, it just makes it more even.
Okay.
Cool. Awesome. And then bring the sections up forward. And then this is where you would just lightly dampen the back sides if you wanted to do that. We don't have to do it now, but yeah, that would be this point. And then we'll take our headband, and I like to make sure I have the scrunchies on the wrist so that when we get to that point, we're good to go. Cool. And then I like to start by folding the headband in half so that the ends are even and you get that crease right in the middle. And that helps to make sure it's nice and even when we put it on our head.
Okay.
Awesome. And now when we put it on, we want that crease in the middle and you want the wire facing forward, not backwards. And that'll
Okay.
help so it doesn't slip. Cool. And then have you done the pigtail thing where we make a pigtail on one side first, and I can help you through it. Are you a righty or lefty?
I'm a righty, so
Okay.
I think I did it
Yeah.
before. Um, it
Yeah.
wasn't pretty, but it doesn't need to be.
It doesn't need to be. Exactly. You got it. I normally recommend if you're ready, so you did it the opposite way. Not it's not bad, but it'll feel a little bit looser than if you do it, if you put your left hand on top here, right in the middle, it kind of just holds it down in place. Perfect. And now with your right hand, you just grab the hair and you pull it towards your face and then over. So you went this way backwards and over, but just towards your face and over. Yeah. And then get the end up. Yeah, you're in a good spot now. And now you're just pushing the end of the headband forward. Yeah, you nailed it. And
Okay,
around. Wrap the end around. Perfect. There you go, Sadie. Yeah,
cool.
awesome. All right, and now we can let go. So straighten it out a little bit. Great. Now we'll take our front section and wrap it around. Very good. Now, when it comes to that front section, just one thing to note, that first wrap is like more like face framing defining, since you're looking for like more of those like nuances. So if you want that first, curl to hit like cheekbone height, you would wrap it down lower. If you want to hit a little bit higher, you wrap it up higher and tighter. So you have options to play with more with that first wrap in terms of how that piece kind of falls.
Is this
Then
too much hair?
it is not too much hair. It is not. It's just if it feels, the only thing I'll point out is if the section is deeper, the headband will sit deeper and it might feel like it's sliding a little bit. So if the headband ever feels like that it's sliding off, it's usually that first wrap. The section should be just closer to the hairline, if that
Okay,
makes sense. But it looks like a great section to me.
okay.
Cool. All right. Wrap it over and then
I'm
under.
just gonna twist these because they like I have little guys that like fly.
Yep.
So that's kind of what I like started doing the first.
That is a good idea. Awesome. And then we'll add another section underneath the first and combine it. One thing that I do is I use my thumb to kind of hold that first wrap while I grab the other section so it doesn't like loosen up or I get to have control over how loose it's wrapped. Does that make sense?
Yeah, my hair's so slippery.
Yeah.
I'm hoping like with the water a little bit, like that might like it might be worth it to like dampen these because maybe
Yes.
it's like a small amount to keep them together and also to like and when I'm wrapping this, like do I grab this one with these ones?
Yep. Exactly.
Okay. I just want to make sure like that's a instead of trying to wait. Okay.
Perfect. And you did a good job making sure each wrap touches the last wrap of hair. So that makes sure the curls are like consistent shape instead of having like headband showing underneath. So that's a good thing you did. Cool. And then we'll do it again. So we'll grab another section underneath and combine it.
So like I shouldn't try to get all the hair now. I should still do a section.
Yeah, I find it's usually about 3 times until we hit just about, ear level, mid-ear level. And that seems to be like a good amount of wraps before grabbing all the hair. Perfect.
Okay,
And now, once we're at all the hair, we can grab, yeah, we're at the ears, we can grab all the hair.
sure it's all there.
Perfect.
This is like the challenging part to me. Like, okay, I'm like, okay, get it tight. It's not
It-
super challenging, but it's like
You did a really good job, though. You pulled that, like the headband's nice and close to your jawline. So if you hold it out here, you get like a poof. So you did a
yeah,
good job keeping it close. Yeah.
I noticed that. Like, so I was like, okay, like I had consciously, because I've had this for, I don't know, over a week. And so I've been like, no, you got, like, each one's got to be tight.
Each one's
So,
gonna be tight. Yep. Yeah.
okay.
Perfect.
And then to get that, like, wave,
Yeah.
would you say just like, because even if I did mine like looser, I don't know that it would necessarily do the wave because I did that one night and it kind of didn't,
Set
I don't
it.
know. Yeah. And so I was like, I'm going to try twisting it.
Yeah.
And that seemed to work.
The twisting creates like a definitely a beachier, wavier look than you're like because you're twisting the strands first and then wrapping them. So you're giving this like extra contortion to them. So it
Right.
twists out in that wavier look. And I
Yeah.
recommend doing that. Yeah, I like it. And then yeah, you can always twist to tighten it. And then
Yeah.
you repeat on the other side. For the other side, I'm going to give you one other. Have you tried like wrapping the same section a couple times before adding a new section to it?
I, um, mm, I don't know. I don't think so. Like, I think I did it on accident and I'm like, well, I'll just try how it looks, but it wasn't intentional. I didn't remember like what it looked like.
Okay, cool. That's one other thing you could play with is if you take the same section, so instead we wrap it once, wrap it twice, maybe like even a third time before you then take the next section underneath and add it. And then
Okay.
wrap that section, it ends up going over the same area the first time, but you're wrapping it again second time, third time. This is going to create not necessarily a wavy look unless you brush it out. If you brush out the curls when you're done, it'll create the wavy look, but it's going to set the curls harder and longer, which I was thinking for that side. And then you would just, brush them out if you want it to get that wavy look, because it'll just break
Okay.
the cylindrical curl pattern into that wave. Yep, nailed it.
Okay. And then kind of collect more.
Yep. And then once you get to the ears, the same as before, you're just wrapping all the hair all the way down.
Should I double wrap this new strand?
Yep, double wrap that new strand. So instead of like twist, like I'm just thinking of alternative ways that you can play with because I think this is a really good one I give as a tip for creating longer lasting curls, um, which could be good no matter what. But then also when you brush it out, because your hair is already holding the curl for so long, so you could
Yeah.
like again like a good brush out, and it'll just create the wave when you brush it
Last
out.
one. Okay.
Yeah, perfect. But your wrap technique is really good, honestly. I don't have like many, like in like the original wrap technique sense, no comments on that. You're doing a really good job.
It's funny because I like literally do nothing with my hair. Like I don't
Well,
try
you're a
this.
pro here.
All I know is I'm like, if I don't wrap it tight, like it's not gonna do anything. So you better, you
Once you
know.
get to the ear, you can add all the hair like before. Sorry, I went ahead of you. There you go. Yep, perfect. Yeah, we have to wrap it tight. Nice.
I know my daughter was like, "Can you do this with my hair?" And I was like, "Yeah,"
Oh,
because she's got like straight hair, and it's like shorter than mine, but it doesn't have a curl, and
oh,
it's thinner, so I don't know. I've never tried to curl her hair because I'm like,
yeah. Forget the
I've
400-degree heat on her hair.
yeah, her aunt is a hair stylist, and she was like, just don't curl it because it'll be like too
Yeah,
much. Like you'd have to go really low heat and just, so
yeah. And then it might not stay even. I just think of like
no.
such good virgin hair. Don't touch it. This is good for
Yeah.
it. And then you can always twist it away from your head to make it tighter if you want it tighter. So if you want to set the curls more tightly, you twist it. Yep, you got it. And then you could twist it the other way to loosen it up if you want looser curls. So there is some shape control in that. Nailed it. And then, yeah, just bring the ends together, cross them
Yours
like
yours are so tight. Like your like little head thing
a
is
little
so
headband. Yours looks really good. If it feels a little loose, the water will definitely help. And it's just that first section, maybe take it a little bit smaller and closer to the hairline. Because really
okay.
that first wrap and the second wrap, just make them small sections close to the hairline. But it looks great. It really does. Yeah, loved it.
Yeah, it's
Other
cute.
questions, Sadie? I'm so proud of you. You did a great job, and your hair is perfect for this. So I'm really happy to hear it works.
Thank you. I don't think so. Yeah, just I don't know. I'm hoping maybe I can do it on Aurora's hair and just like dry it so she doesn't have to like sleep in it because I don't think she'll be able to. But yeah.
Yeah, yeah, no, that makes sense. And if you dry her hair beforehand, like are you talking with like a blow dryer or something? Then you can just wrap it right after the blow dryer. Don't wet her hair. Once it's like fully
Okay.
blow dried, like I would fully blow dry it. Don't leave it like a
Okay.
little bit damp. Fully blow dry it and then wrap it. And if her hair is
Okay.
like a little bit similar in shape pattern to yours, it'll just set really nicely. And
Okay.
like an hour or two, I think she would be fine with it.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking so she doesn't sleep in it, maybe like put it in for an hour or two and see what happens. And
Yeah,
yeah.
that should be good for
Yeah.
her hair, definitely. Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thanks for being our girlfriend, Sadie. It was so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Bye, hon.
Thank Bye.